Well, I think this is going to be my last video until the 8th. I've got about 500 or 600 megabytes left on my data package until the 8th. So hopefully it'll be a gooder for you guys. But yeah. So I'm sitting in my new truck. It's a 1990 Toyota pickup. It's got 422,266 on the clock. And yeah, it's my new truck. It's got a 3-liter 5-speed. It's got this cool thing too. My brother did that, except that won't stay up. Right now we've just got it wired to start like that. Flick the 2 switches and push a button because yeah, there's no friggin' ignition key thing. It needs, I forget what exactly happened, but we ended up tearing the actual lock cylinder thing out, and we took the thing that locks the steering, so this truck is extremely easy to steal. But yeah, I think this weekend I'll be getting a new steering column for it, and I can get the ignition put back in her. What else? I need to work on the brakes. This thing had brakes before we parked it, and now it's got no freaking brakes. So we gotta figure that one out. What else? Needs a windshield. But yeah, I'm gonna be driving this thing pretty quick. So yeah. Okay, so I got all the heads ground off the bolts. And just to make sure that it's going to be strong enough, I ground down into the bolt and the adapter, and I'm going to fill it with really hot weld so it penetrates really good. It's just a safety precaution so it doesn't friggin' have any chance of pulling through. But yeah, this is what I got done yesterday. Yeah, I was grinding this side and I think I got to there and it friggin' slipped and cut my leg, so for frig sakes I was like, I'm done. But yeah, freaking try her out. Oh, I also well, I used my M12 by 175 die and friggin' redid the threads on a Toyota bolt, just for mocking up purposes. I'm not gonna use it or nothing, because I'm just not gonna use it. So don't worry about it. Yeah, friggin' threads in, so that's good. It's about the length that I need as well, so yeah. Alright, oh, it's still toasty. Friggin' get that son of a bitch stoved in there. Alright, well, I'm gonna drag the the engine over to the transmission, because dragging this thing sucks. The engine's a lot lighter. Actually, it is. You wouldn't think, but yeah, it weighs probably twice as much as the engine. So, frig sakes. So I'll drag the engine over, get it bolted up, and then see what there is to see. Okay, well, she's frickin' bolted up. I just need those. I need 3 cap bolts. Those are the ones that are they sink into the adapter. I gotta drill out the adapter. I gotta taper 3 of the bolt holes, but it'll be that one on the VW block, that one, and the bottom one. Those are the ones that I need to sink in. I still have to figure out what I need to do with that. I'm not sure. I might weld a friggin' other stud to her. Yeah, but yeah, I got her friggin' all lined up, and it's freaking perfect. Like, I checked it through here, it's centered that way, and I checked it through this hole, and it's centered up and down. So friggin' right, I actually did it. Like, I was that close to giving up. But I'm glad I didn't, because giving up would cost me $735 not shipped. And all they give me is that little oilite bushing for the input shaft. They give me the adapter plate, 4 or 5 bolts, and there's another little plate they give you. They don't give you motor mounts or nothing, those are all extra, so I'm glad I stuck it out and actually friggin' made my own. I'm kind of working on exhaust right now. I took off the gasket. What I'm going to do is on that chunk that I cut out for that big U on the adapter plate, I'm going to cut out an exhaust template kind of thing that'll bolt to the turbo. And then I cut this piece of 3-inch. Friggin' it was like almost flat. I friggin' hammered it back. But I'm thinking come off the turbo like that, and then down, and then like straight back. That would be sweet. Or I could have that, but I want to be able to drop the exhaust in one piece. What I want to do that for, or maybe not drop it, but like disconnect part of it so that I can remove it, put it in the cab or something like that, and then have a separate manifold or exhaust thing that I make. Have it like that coming right out the hood. That way when you're friggin' four-wheeling or whatever like that, you just friggin' chooch all the smoke right out the hood. I think that would be so freaking cool. Power steering is another thing I have to deal with. I just stuck that there so that when I was grinding over there I wasn't frickin' shooting sparks and metal bits into the turbo. Let go! Okay. For power steering, I pulled this old frickin' pulley off, and it's got to be about there. So this is a 3.4 liter pump. It's not modified. I've got a 3-liter pump on there right now that is modified. The modification is you drill out the restrictor plate in there to allow just a little bit more flow, so that it'll power the hydraulic assist ram without being sluggish. But if you drill it out too big, then you won't get enough pressure and you'll ruin everything. So there's a fine line. But anyways, so I gotta mount this thing something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure how to go about getting this pulley onto here. Might end up doing is this one. This is the one that I pulled off that pump there. I might cut all along here so that all that's left is the center section. I'm gonna have to frickin' center that perfect, and then frickin' weld it like that. I've done it before on the alternator pulley on there, on the 3.4 liter for onboard air, but I never got around to installing it. So I did weld a pulley on that one, and it's straighter as frig. I apologize. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to figure out a good centering system. What size is that? 21. I think a 22 mil fits perfect. Yeah, so 22 mil fits perfect inside here. It's nice and tight. So what I'll probably have to do is find a bolt. That one's too small. Anyways, find a bolt that'll fit through here and through there, and then friggin' torque it down, and then weld it. Zap, 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 zap. Then I can bolt this hybrid pulley onto here. Then I can figure out how far back this pump needs to get mounted. Probably something like about there. I'm thinking I'll use these two holes and that one off here. This is a pivot hole. And then you got those two for the alignment freaking antler thing. But yeah, if I build a plate that bolts to here and it's got a little tab out with a friggin' something like that, except actually something like that, then it'll friggin' bolt up there, no problem. No friggin' problem. And then yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out something for the slider or the tensioner on her. But she's coming along. Man, that is tiny. That is so freaking small. Frick, I want a bigger turbo. Oh, here we friggin' go. That's